Hi, my name is Luke, and this is Paul, and today we're going to talk about the mask mandate here at Marist. Paul, how are you?
I'm good. It's good to be here.
All right. First question I want to bring up today is just how you feel about wearing a mask.
I think it's pretty annoying to wear a mask most of the time. I mean, you know, you live your whole life not wearing one, and then you have to throw one on when you're going and doing things. It's definitely frustrating. I mean, I think when you're wearing one in the gym, um, that's the most frustrating it can be. Other times when you're in the classroom, it's not nearly as annoying, but if there was an option to not wear one, I would prefer that over wearing one.
Okay, all right. Do you believe the mask mandate at Marist is an effective way to combat COVID-19?
Not at all. I think COVID-19 is a lot more complex than just putting a mask on in certain scenarios. And I think the way the administration has handled COVID-19 is just not very consistent. Not that I don't think it's a threat, just that we do things kind of all over the place, and there doesn't seem to be kind of one simple solution that we've stuck to for the last year and a half. I feel like they kind of just have been shoddily putting it together because I think it's such a fluid situation. But I do think they could be doing a better job at controlling the situation and giving people more freedoms to do things.
Okay, so you did talk about the gym. So one of my other questions is going to be, how do you feel about masks not being mandated in the gym and dining hall?
I think that's a thing that they've done that I really think is smart. I think it was unsafe for people to wear masks when they're working out. I feel like it was reducing oxygen to your body while you're working out, which is really dangerous. Having done workouts with my mask on, I felt way more tired, way more exhausted. I didn't think that was very safe. I didn't think it was very healthy. I think a great way to combat COVID-19 is just staying in shape and being healthy. So I think removing the mask mandate in the gym incentivizes students to go and work out and stay healthy, which will help you if you ever do contract the virus. So I think that's something that's really good. And the dining hall too, because people are going to take their mask off when they're eating. So what's the difference if they go walk 15 feet to go grab something to eat quick? I think that's a good thing, something that they've done that shows some flexibility and willingness to listen to students. That's been good.
Okay, so I was just going to add on to that. So we already said the gym and the dining hall don't need it. So do you think there's much of a difference between that and maybe in a classroom, especially if students are more than 6 feet apart? Do you think we truly need them in the classroom? Do you think that's maybe the most effective place that they should be on campus?
Personally, I don't see why we have to wear them in the classroom. In terms of, I wouldn't wear one if I didn't have to. But I understand some of it because I think when you're in classes, you're with different people that you don't normally see because you're assigned a course with kids. But when you go to the dining hall, say, you're probably with your friends and you're sitting down eating with them in close proximity. You're going to the gym, you're probably with your friends and you're in close proximity. And also in the gym, it showed that transmission rates just aren't really a thing. But in the classroom, it's a little more likely that maybe you were to pass something on to somebody that you don't know at all, that you're never around. So I can sort of see that side of it, why they say in the classroom they have it on. I just don't know if it's really effective enough that it matters. It's almost as if it's a little bit pointless, but I can sort of see that argument. I just don't know if it's really effective in the end.
Okay. Do you feel that everyone follows the current mask mandate as enforced?
I mean, no, I think a lot of people are pretty loose with the mask mandate. You walk around in school, these buildings around campus where there's supposed to be masks on. People will be pulling it down to get a drink. People just not wearing one. People, not totally having it on right. Maybe not wearing a mask that actually covers their face correctly. I think it's that people got vaccinated and they just feel more safe and more comfortable, so they're a little bit less willing to worry about the mask mandate. And I don't really feel like a lot of people have been cracking down on it either. When I'm in buildings, I don't really see people going around going, "Oh, make sure your mask is up," like last year, where it was a little bit more of an emphasis.
So in conclusion, you would say that with all the factors we talked about, it would be a good idea to lift the mask mandate here at Marist.
Yeah, I think personally I would say that because I don't see the mask mandate in classrooms really doing anything different. We all got vaccinated, which was, I think, really impressive by our student body, and I think it helps a lot, and I think that was enough to allow people to be a little bit more, get back to normal life again. I think wearing a mask in class is kind of, it doesn't really make much sense if you wear it in class, but then you go everywhere else and you don't wear one. So personally, yeah, I think it's a little bit pointless, even though I kind of understand the other side. It doesn't necessarily mean I agree with it.
Yep, and I feel the exact same way. We have a 96% vaccination rate here. Our group has written a survey too as well, asking students if they feel that it should be lifted. and we've gotten a ton of results saying that people think that we should move on from the mask mandate. So everything you said here today kind of aligns with my views as well. So thank you, Paul.
Thank you for having me.